Hello, everybody. I hope you had a good week, and I want to thank you for all the beautiful comments and being here with me, supporting me in what I do. Also, I like to hear when you get inspired or some of your experiences, and I'm happy for our sweet, fruity community here. And all new subscribers, welcome. I hope you found here what you're looking for. So let's continue the story. Last time I told you about the detox and how I lost my mind. And so with the time, I was naturally, because I kept the spreadsheet, I could see I need less and less with the time, less and less cook food. I could handle more fruit, but it was like roller coaster. I was okay. There were days, they were rare when I felt fully myself, and that was beautiful. I remember I used to say to Mango, I feel like I'm back. This is me now here with you. And anyhow, so I just want to say that I have to be very observant and really in a touch, so to speak, with my body. Excuse me, with my body to be able to really do the best for myself. You know, um, I may eat. I learned with the time that I could not tolerate onion. I have to have a drink. Onion or cabbage. My voice is also kind of not very well, but I had that since childhood. If I get no, I will tell you some other time. I don't want to skid again other topic. So it took me time to learn what it's best for me to eat, and with the time I learned that I can eat the other stuff like parsnip, besides the potato, carrot, and beetroot. I said in last time I try different things. This is work for me the best. But after say 6 months, I try something else because I felt like I may try. I felt like to try that kind of thing because I was in a way start craving it, and it was okay. I could digest it okay. So it was slowly, I was like this, bringing more vegetables in. So, I will have a cauliflower, which wasn't the best. So I would, it was okay. Those I would have it later on, very rarely, like once in a few months. Um, but I could not have any these leafy vegetables like this silver beet, and I couldn't stand that. Sorry, and I don't know what the name of it is because normally I not. using those things. This very popular, these green leaves, they bit curly on the end, and no, that didn't agree with me at all. And so I just stuck with a few things, and all the. Actually, I realized everything I can handle, carrot as well, carrot, and then those two. Oh, how it called? Mm, I shouldn't write it down, but normally I think usually I would remember it. It's this. It grows underground as well. Well, doesn't matter. But I learned that everything I can tolerate on the beginning it could be even first year and a half, was things which grow underground. Even those two things I can't remember, they grow underground. One of them is swede, and the other one, that's like orangey, and the other one is similar but is all white, and it's similar radish but it's not hot. Anyway, so, and uh, I also tried the green peas because we had a farmer who grew it, and I used to buy from him the green peas and also cook it. Or sometimes I will get just supermarket frozen one, but the supermarket, even they say it's just peas, frozen peas, nothing else. I definitely taste different flavors in there, so I was avoiding it because, and I didn't feel the same as you just boil, you know, raw, freshly boiled vegetable. The peas, obviously, it's something done to it before they freeze it. It may they may bath it in some stuff, what I know, but definitely not. It's not definitely only peas. Anyhow, so today I got lost in a time. I spent 5 hours in the garden, and then I have a 2 hours long shower. So, you know, um, I'm still in my mind in that garden because there's always adventure. The adventure is when you get out of the house, for me, in the house too, but more outside. So I learn with the time also because I want to be good. And, when I felt the symptoms, the cramps, usually in the stomach, or start feeling very low on energy, I I would say, okay, it's not so bad. I will handle it. I will have today still only raw fruit and see how I go tomorrow. And next day it was a bit worse. And next day was a bit worse. And I was playing this kind of, I meant well, like I thought that the longer I can stay raw, better for me. But then in the end of the day, what happened would I learn but sorry. Later on, I learned if I have a cooked food, soon as I feel the first symptoms, the, the side effects are coming, I would eat cooked food that day. I would need only like 2, 3 days of cooked food. and then I will be fine. But if I would stretch it through the pain and, bad symptoms uh, from the side effects, usually it started, I already said that. So I would have to eat the cooked food like for week, sometimes 10 days. It really varied. It usually was from 5 to 10 days, between those numbers. And then also when I have a when I was okay, because I have a periods of time when I felt very well. I had the energy, and everything. And I was eating raw food and I would exercise. Each time I felt I have that energy for it, I would exercise because I knew it's important also for a detox. And then, so this was going on, like I was working it out and everything was good, so I would not suffer so much. And then it came again, and that was, I can't tell you exactly, maybe year and a half, maybe a few months after I lost my mind, maybe, I don't know, 5 months later, I would. We were actually with Mango in a town when it happened first time. And we were on the way home. We stopped at a friend's place and they gave me taste some fruit. I don't know what it was. Some unusual little kind of berry, maybe some tree strawberry or something on those lines. And I have just little taste on it. It didn't really kind of um, interest me. It wasn't my thing, but curious. It I would eat it if I'm hungry and there's nothing else. Anyway, we were going home. Mango was driving, and suddenly I get so bad cramps in my stomach. I never had before. But in the car, and the pain was getting worse. The car, as it was moving, taking the turns, I felt every little bump on that country road. Not a dirt road, nice road, but still country road, winding there. It's not as smooth as some highway in West Germany, for example, but I felt every little bump on that road. And then it was getting worse. I was feeling sick, like throwing up, and my stomach, the pain, my goodness. It made me think again of the woman when they giving the birth. I said to myself, I said to Mango, I said, I feel like we are going, I'm going in a hospital to give. That's how it felt, you see it in the movies. Windows all down because like I need all this air and I was like, fine. Oh, hurry up, hurry up. because I need to get out of that car. I need to lie down so I'm comfortable in that pain and also free from that movement of the cars. You can imagine. Oh my God, I wish I have a video of that. That was so dramatic, so bad. I sweat, the sweat was pouring down from me. The pain was getting worse. And so I was like 15 minutes like this in a car. Then from the car, when Mango stopped, I asked him to bring towels from the house and put them on the ground. And I crawl on those towels. Every move of my body was just killing me. And then I got on the towels, I lie down as I need to, and I suffered. I suffered. It took another half an hour. I was lying down there, but relaxed. I was doing my breathing exercises. I was, uh, I didn't freak out what's going on. I knew it's a part of the detox. And I just lie down there on the fresh air outside in a garden that was nice, much better than in a house. And after about half an hour of suffering, it also the pain will be on and off, but the off periods were very short. You have to take it as it comes. And suddenly come out of me this yellow, really bright yellow. Maybe like this. This is more orange. But that color was yellow. And that is the take orange. Doesn't matter. Obviously doesn't have a yellow color. So gel. Gel like the like things coming from your nose, how to call, I don't know. It was slimy, it was like this yellow, it was fair bit of it. And I knew that's a toxin because I had that similar thing when I was fasting, but on very the level of it was just tiny compared to this. And this thing, this giving birth, I was calling it, to the toxins, like getting them out. Since then, it happened all at least 7 times, at least. And thankfully, each time I was at home and I managed to crawl in a bath. Sometimes I wouldn't. I just crawl as far as I can towards the bathroom, and depends how far I was. If I didn't make it, I always ask Mango to put towels for me on the ground so I can lie down on them and relax and wait for the toxins come out of me. Well, wait, it wasn't waiting, it was like suffering. So sometimes I just lie down in the bathroom on the bathroom tiles, and then they get too hard because sometimes it took about half an hour at least before the pains they were still there, but then it start coming out because it never come also out once. It come bit of it, and then after a while bit more, and then when it's all come out, the cramps will leave me. Well, but really, and uh, yeah, that as I said, that happened at least 7 times, 10 times, at least 10 times. I have it often. I have it like about once a month. Unfortunately, I didn't note it. I only note when I eat raw fruit only and when I eat cooked veggies. I noted few other things, like when I went in a garden, but only sometimes, or when I exercise. But that's okay. Somebody may say, I lost 5 years of my life, or 3, or whatever it was. I have to count it one day. And I didn't lose any time because I done what I needed to do. I learned from it very valuable lesson. Plus, you know, I live forever. So how you can waste time? How I can waste time if I live forever? It doesn't make sense. So there's plenty of time. There's abundance. If is it forever, you can't even measure it. There you go. So I suffered a fair bit, but it wasn't as painful as if I discovered that somebody used me for my goodness, or somebody was lying to me, or somebody wanted to get rid of me from the certain social circles. And that's a different pain. Uh, but it's for me more difficult to deal with. Because pain like this, I was experiencing with this severe detox. The pain leaves, and there is straight away relief. But if somebody you trust and you confide in and all that, and then they use that against you and hurt you and all that, it's like that lingers. That sometimes come back, you know, and for me personally, it's more difficult. But I don't like either of those pains, and I avoiding avoiding them as much as I can. So there is that time, which is time, because I fully lost the time perception in last about week or so. Uh, like last 3 weeks, they went like whoosh. Like I didn't even notice where they went, like they've been here kind of thing. They went so fast, I almost didn't see them. But I'm happy I managed to do the videos. You know, it's for me important now to be here every Friday because it's helping me to heal my soul, and also I'm doing what I want to do for many years, and that's to speak truth and of my own experiences. Mine. So go back to eating how I was eating the raw food, the cooked veggies. So If you knew today, you would not know that I ate only boiled or steamed vegetables. I would never put salt or oil in. But one day I got the idea. I said to Mango, if I have bit oil, I didn't fry anything. I don't think so. Or did I? Can't remember it. Yeah, I did. I said to Mango, if I cook something, I put some oil on it, in it, maybe the detox, because it's more toxic than just boiled vegetables. So maybe it will be better for the detox. It will be able to take more toxins out of my body. But I learned that was mistake. That was actually not so. After that oil, I noticed in the food, and believe me, it was the amount of a little teaspoon. Sometimes when I see how much oil people put in their food, including my mother, yeah, my sister, we forever, when we come to the kitchen, when she start pouring the oil in a pot, and if we were just happened to be there, we both did the same thing. We just went, Mom, what are you doing? And we took the pot and poured like most of it back just in some cup or something was already getting hot. But how sick is this? And I had little teaspoon or coffee spoon, and I this is the first time when I noticed the negativity of the cooked food on my overall health. And I didn't fry anything. I would be surprised. Maybe I fried bit of onion then and I put things on it and start like cooking it like that. Yeah, that I would do that as I know myself if I use the oil. Because that's long time ago. So I learned that it's nothing for me. And it again surprised me how just so little bit of olive oil. I know some people saying it's one of the birds could uh, affect negatively my overall health. In that time, after I ate oil, my side effects, the symptoms of the side effects, they just increased. And it took me about a week to get over it. So definitely not for me. So I just stick with what suits me best. And then one day I felt like I would like to have an olive. So I got very few. And I ate one day. I ate two second day. And my feet got swollen. Again, I learned the salt is not for me. I have very bad reaction to the salt as well. Very negative. in different way. I got really swollen. I got really thirsty. The thirst, just even after one olive, not a big one, and just the average kind of the middle size. I know they can be tiny, they can be really pretty big ones. This was like kind of middle size. And I got thirsty. Second day I have two, I got even more thirsty. So I threw it out. The rest of it was, you can buy in the deli just a few. So I learned that lot of time our enemies as far food goes can be really tiny, really like, and because they're so tiny, people may say, oh, that's just a little bit, what that can do to me. You can have a little bit of some substances and you can die. And salt, if you eat a lot of it, you can die. Those people drinking salt, if they don't throw it up for some reason, the body start dysfunction and doesn't want to do that, they would die. You can't do that to yourself. So, and I know there is a lot of, a fair bit of raw food people who think have a coffee or have a salt, they think I'm used this pink salt, that's okay. Maybe it's better, I believe it's better salt, but it's not okay. It may, but for me, definitely for me, it's not okay. If you eat salt and you're perfectly fine with it, you don't sweat a lot and blah, 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 go for it. I'm not here telling you don't eat salt. I'm just telling you, I always knew how salt is not good for me. And this is reminded me again how vicious those two things, just the salt and the oil, that was olive oil, can be in such a tiny amount, so harmful to me. But if I eat cooked potato, carrot, parsnip, and beetroot, I don't have such reaction. But with the time, the longer time, I was eating that cooked food when I need to, because I want to function. I don't want to always study, suffer. But I believe it's better for my body because it was really taxing my body and my all of me. So like, oh my goodness. And then I couldn't sleep too. I have a like, and the pains in the legs, and I may have a days where they were like really full on days and nights. And then I just lost the moment. The thread. So what did I want to share more about this? The amount. I remember now. The longer I ate that way, the amount of the cooked food was also getting smaller. So on the beginning, I have to have a two full pots. I don't know, 2 liter pot, 3 liter pot. Yeah, but you can't fully fill it up. But of the soup, I told you I have to eat all the time. On the beginning, I could not stop eating. I was like somebody who was starved for ages. And I ate that soup, and then I got into cooked veggies, and it took like at least 2 years. And the veggies, I always have a heaps of it. And it was like, oh my God, the difference between cooked food and raw food. It's just fully like really life and death. I can find, I can't get in my mind better comparison. The cooked food tasteless. Um, then I used to put the lemon juice and dice mashed in it, and the, the border from the cooked veggies a little bit. And I will make just salads like this from those boiled vegetables. And but yeah, so first, maybe 2 years, as I said, I had heaps. I need about that big pot. I I cooked the vegetable all. I would say tell you like 10 potatoes, one beetroot, 3 carrots. Um, yeah, that would be it. And I would eat it all day. I would eat like half of it for lunch and half of it for a dinner. It was like eating cooked food was like I ate it and I didn't feel full. I could not get that satisfaction. I have eaten, I am full, as I do with the fruit, raw fruit. So I found that very interesting. Hmm, how that makes sense, you know. Um, but with the time, the amount of the cooked vegetables were decreasing. And the days I need to eat them were decreasing. And about a year ago, it reached a time when I can have, when I need to have a cooked food. Yes, I still eat it. I will have it just one day and I'm fine. Sometimes it's one day cooked, one day raw, one day cooked, one day raw. The raw is always fruit. The vegetables can be some fruit like tomato and zucchini or capsicum, but that's more rare. But also with the time I tried again because I start kind of craving it. So I start silver beet. I couldn't stand silver beet. Silver beet I found actually very helpful in the healing of this digestive system or going through the gentle detox for me. And I could I could tolerate celery. I could tolerate more light vegetables than all those cubes, or how they call, like carrots and parsnip, potatoes, beetroot. They actually really heavy, they like earthy. And the ones like the leaves and the cauliflowers has a more water, and it's more like, yeah, it's like water and air together in the air as well. So the food is much lighter. Like I can eat 3 potatoes and that will fill me up. I will need whole mid-sized cauliflower to eat to feel the same satisfaction. Like that's the difference of how heavy for me those vegetables differ. They, but all of them digest for me very well. The silver beet, I learn if I have too much of the green leaves, the white stuff is different. I always cook it separately. I never, well, I may cook it together, but separately because the green stuff takes only few minutes and the stalks take a bit longer. That's how I mean. But I always put the leaves on the top and of the other veggies, and when they are ready, I used to eat them first. Also, what was interesting during this, it's still going on during this period of detox, the poison, detoxing poisons from then to anesthetics. Full on, it's full on, like, and that's legal. I can't get it. I just really like anyhow. So as I was detoxing, I could handle more light vegetables. The, for me was mainly the silver beet and celery, and also during that period, I used to get cravings for certain things. Like one of them, I remember it was coriander. I was totally mad about coriander, and each time my mango went to markets, if they had it, he have to buy me coriander, and I will just eat it. I will put so much on that vegetables, and that was okay. Then I felt like on the black pepper, and black pepper. I have it twice, and I threw it right in a bin because well, I got thirsty, so thirsty, even more as I would get thirsty after salt. That really took me by surprise. No, it wasn't black pepper mixed with salt. It was just grounded black pepper. And that really surprised me because we never ate it at home. Like my father, he was strictly against all those things. So my mother used just salt and some other herbs and spices, but definitely nothing hot like chili or black pepper and so on. No, no. What else it was? Raw onion. Then I got totally mad into raw onion. An onion and me, it's a funny story because When I was kid, I could not have it in nothing. And my mother had to prepare some meals separate for me because of that. I had a period like that. It wasn't always. I don't know exactly in what age, but roughly, if I remember, I would say from 10 to maybe 20. I could not stand cook or onion in a food whatsoever. I would not eat it. So anyway, craving raw onions, I used to grate it in the food and cut it different ways. And it was weak. It didn't feel like onion to me. I was so disappointed with that onion. I said, how come it doesn't taste like onion? And then that was from the supermarket. And then Mango got me some onion at the markets, and then that tasted like the onion I know from the past. And also a lot of things like cauliflower. Oh, I tried the broccoli. Sometimes carrot is beautiful, really sweet, really carrot flavor. But often it's just like eating nothing. And look, time flies, and hopefully, I hope I remember I should write it down, but I would love next time to talk more about this difference between raw and cooked food and what I observe during doing it. I'm saying I'm still doing it, but I learned I'm doing it now only very little bit, not so often, and uh, the amount of the food I eat, the cooked food, is much smaller. And I'm very happy that I'm going forward because for a long time it was two steps forward, one step backward, then it was two steps forward and five steps backward. And also one more thing, those very painful giving birth detoxes. I had the last one, the last, not like last one, I don't know when they're going to stop, but last time I had it, it's about 3, 4 weeks ago, and it was very mild, much I could handle, and that was first time. So another big step forward for me, and that always gives me so much strength, my mental strength. So I can do anything. It makes me very happy because there were times when I thought I really done it. I take too big risk, and now I have to fight for it for the rest of my life on the earth. But you know, I already can see now it's not going to be so because I'm improving, and that is I'm improving big time. And I'm really looking forward to the day when I can say I am healed, fully healed. No more potato. Bye bye potato. I already now I have 3 potatoes instead of 10 for a whole day. Anyway, I have to go. The time is flying. So I can't believe how when I'm here how the time goes always so fast. But for me it goes so fast, lightly. You know, it's amazing the time how it's so relative, how when Mango left one day took ages. And now, when I feel better and I can go in a garden and I can go out and do shopping and stuff. I'm meeting beautiful people um, because I'm getting home care. So really lovely people meeting through that. And everything so far is only good. And most of the things I have to do outside, which are not pleasant, all the paperwork and stuff. I'm not saying it's done, but it's in a process, it started the process, and some things are done, some things I still have to do. But in all, I feel more okay to go out and do things which I never done since Mango joined me. This is life because I told him I don't like to go to any office. I don't like to use phone and stuff like this and vacuuming. And he said, if you want, I can do it all those things you don't like. That's how beautiful Mango is. And I said, oh, that's so nice. Thank you. And he was doing it. So for me, it was difficult to start with, to go to bank, to go to this office, whatever. Anyway, I really hope you have a good week. And if it had a hiccups, I hope they left you. They're gone. I wish you all best. And the most what I wish you is love. Love, it's never enough. They say it about the money. This is true with the money too. Money have that power over people that there is never enough. And the opposite of that is love. We use money, we need money, but we don't need to love them. No, 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 no. But we need to love ourselves, our brothers and sisters, our fellow beings, because we all on one boat, on the same boat. Some people rock it, some people make sure it's coming forward, some people may try sabotage it. Doesn't matter what, we're still on the same boat. And if you don't have a love, you are very poor. You have nothing. You empty-handed because everything else it will perish one day. Everything material will perish. Now I'm in a garlic, raw garlic. I'm grating on this raw garlic. Love is the most beautiful, most giving, and it's just nothing compares to love, to true love for other people, love for life, for everything. Embrace everything with your love, cultivate love in your heart, and you will feel good. It feels good. It feels very good, and that's what we want. We want to feel good. You want to feel good? Cultivate love. Be nice to people. When you go shopping, smile at them. Say hello. If somebody's start chatting, have a nice little chat with them. Show you are interested. You just say, how are you doing? How is your day today? We need to communicate, not only through computers or smartphones or whatever have you. We need to communicate. Every day we go out with everybody we see. Eye contact, smile. Don't ignore people because you are one of them. And it's not nice to be ignored. It's nice when you see people notice you and say hello and give you a smile. There are people who don't like it. That's okay. You may one day, but all I'm saying, the love, the life, I mean the life with the love in it is beautiful, rich life. It's the life when nothing can really break you because you have always that true love with you. And it's very uplifting feeling. It feels beautiful when there is no shadows or darkness in your soul. When you feel free and happy, just like child, you know, that's innocence. It feels beautiful. It is, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just speechless because I'm getting such a beautiful comments from some of you. And sometimes I just feel like so, how I would say it, I feel like I wish I can write something so beautiful, you know, and I really admire and treasure all the beautiful comments you send me. It's that love that I'm talking about. And thank you for that love. And I'm sending you love back. And believe me, in my mind and spirit, I'm with you. And I'm always happy to see the reactions, some feedback from you. So I wish you all the best. The sunshine is start shining here a bit more before it goes over the hill. And I'm going have a ding-dings. I will have a juice. It's 5:30 afternoon, and I already today because I was in a hot sun, having two juices. So I have one in a bath, in a shower, and this one is coming after. And then I will have my banana. I chop a banana and I mix it in orange juice. I already have it done. So I can relax for the rest of the night. It's time to switch off, kind of, and enjoy the rest of my day. You enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy all your days. Enjoy all you do. Cultivate love in your heart. Until next time. All the best. Only the best. Thank you. I really appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you.